And we are live. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Old members, new members. Glad to have you all, guys and gals, this lovely Sunday. It's like trading the Delilah version. Ninja at night. All right, so I'm gonna just dive straight into this because this is the excitement I have for this week is we're gonna get a United Healthcare type of move in ANTM. Why? I'm gonna show you. You're gonna see exactly why. ANTM follows United Healthcare. Charts are basically similar: weeklies, dailies, monthlies. And we have monthlies basically closing this week is the last week for monthly candles. And if you look at last week's candle on UNH, you can see very closely the similarities, the bottoming off of this gray bar here. I actually should have bring this one down for United Healthcare. You guys are like, wow, this is like deja vu. So what you do in deja vu, you play the same strategy with just a different name. So here, as you can see, United Healthcare had a big week last week. Big week. Our target was 245 max. And I said it can go and extend to 247 and 250. But that move last week, that range was amazing. 26.51. That range alone. So if that was the range for that week, and the week prior to that was 11 points, ANTM had a range of 17 points. Week prior to that was 10 points. The vacuum is going to happen. And if you look at the prices, we got 264.17. We got 266.39. We have 270.73. Look at the red bar down here for United Healthcare. And look at the red bar up here for ANTM. For this to go against us, I mean, best thing to do would be is to hedge weeklies, puts, just in case it doesn't go the way we want it to. But basically, just alone, looking at these two charts, I'm sorry, I'm like uber excited for this week. I'm ready. I'm pumped. I'm playing ANTN like we played UNH. We played the 235 calls for this week, and we played the 235 calls for last week. The strategy was, my target was play the 235s because we had a vacuum to hit on the 14 SMA, correct? So I'm going to play with, now we're going to go to one, now we're going to just go to one chart now. I'm going to play the 265 calls for ANTM next week. And then when that hits, after ER, we're going to play 265 calls this week. So when it comes back, like United Healthcare did, I'm going to show you guys that. You guys saw that happen. Like, y'all saw me do it. I played it very smart. Vacuums happen for reasons. And we were way outside of 1430 SMA. We've been in a downtrending channel, and they had to break us out of it. And what happened? They did it. They did it on ER. This is a weekly of UNH, so I'm going to give you the daily. So with the daily, it was an inside. It was a gap up, ERB, nice move, very strong. Then an inside the following day, then an outside, and then another outside candle. So, I mean, we're not going to get this because, well, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so we can possibly get something similar for UNH, for ANTN. But basically what happened here, we triggered 235s. They worked. We sold them, right? And then the following day on the inside day, it came back down under 235. So we got back in the 235s for October 18th, playing the weeklies. And then we played the 245s. Like, it was just nuts how everything went. We hit 2 home runs. And those, if you're still holding the 235s for next week, as you guys know, I wrote down into the 235s for last week. If you guys held the 235s for this week, you guys are up already 1,000%, and you still have room to the gray bar 257, which should be another 200%, 2 to 300% on top of that. So, as you guys know, ERs are lottos. So if you're going to play this, you're going to play with time. You're playing weeklies, you're going to play smart. You're going to play at the money when you're playing ERs. For something like this, at the money. Why not? I want to see that vacuum to 266. I want to see exactly play out the same way that UNH played out. And then we have, this is our max. Our max, we're looking at no more than 278.52 and no less than 266.39 for targeting end of week. This is a sexy chart. I'm going to be stalking this tomorrow. I'm looking for a 246.75 long entry, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I want that 240.96 here, 14 SMA retest, and then a hammer off of that. They could possibly do that Tuesday. I think whenever they report Wednesday, I don't know if it's after the close or before the bell, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter right now. But my thing is they bring it down. I want them to bring it down just one more test of the 30 at least. Or get inside the 14 and 30 and then hammer out, close above 246.75. And then we go from there. So this is going to be a core / ER. So we're going to be trading this. It's like a core / ER / we're just going to buy time, period. Targeting red bar a week out, 2 weeks out, 270. I mean, this can play out so well. And you guys know what happens. You have lower gray bar, you have upper gray bar, and you have mid-range, which is red bar. And with that red bar, once price gets back above it, we target the upper gray bar. So seeing December 300 calls would be something to play as well. Late December, not even January, 300 calls would be nice also. I have to look at those as well. So that's ANTM. AZO's next. I love this name. I don't know why. It's paid well. It's safe. A lot of people complain about, the spreads and this and that, low volume. And stop crying. Don't touch it if it's not for you. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You want to play safe with AZO? You want to play AZO? It's too expensive? Don't touch it. Don't touch it at all. There's more than one core. There's at least 1 to 2 cores within the week. So we have AZO. We have ANTM. We're still focusing on UNH. We are still playing UNH. With AZO, I want to see the retest of 1090. I honestly really wanted that gap down because that will make the 30 SMA vacuum right to 1090.52. And then a hammer off of there. Because they've been keeping the ranges very, very tight and close together. But this is definitely still in play. Another thing, ILMN. We have not touched this one in a while, in months and months and months. It got hammered. I'm thinking long on this one. It got hammered on the last time with the ER and everything like that. But I'm thinking possible, if we can get a possible retest of 303.79, I'm targeting 320 to 330 and 340 calls. I mean, the risk on that one is not too much. I mean, you can also take puts as a hedge with time, but I feel like this one's going to have a big move. And then also remember monthly closing. So use your 14 and 30 SMAs to find direction because the vacuum has to happen. And they already vacuumed this one already. So this one's already good for the monthly. Like even you look at ANTM monthly, same thing. They already knew what they were doing. 275 on a monthly, that can be a big, huge move. This monthly candle was 46 points on a downside. So we get 46 points. Another 30 points from here. So the high here is 251. So 30 points would be 280. If they vacuum this up to to the, oh my God, hold on. We gotta look at un. So un also this week is not done either. We gotta see where's the 30 SMA for un. Oh, un already did it for ER. So see, un already did it. It vacuumed. It vacuumed itself all the way to the 30 SMA. ANTM might be a big play. I know ERs, lottos, you can hedge, you can play smart, you can play small, play at the money. For those that are like me, like you can afford to gamble, I will be playing multiple strikes on ANTM. This one's been taking a beating, and I feel like it's ready. ILMN, another one. Keep that there. That one I'm definitely watching. BKNG's back in range. Dow reports this week, so don't forget. I'm still holding calls on that for this week expiring Friday. Hum also. But like my main focus, honestly, is I want to just keep you guys focused on 1 to 3 names, as I said. And then the other names that come in is because I'm just testing lottos to see their move and their strength. But ANTM, AZO, GS is definitely on the list for this week. GS, the lotto worked, and then it failed because it went from, I think it was from 5 cents to 68 cents. Yes, from 5 cents to 68 cents for the 207.50 calls. This monthly is possibly not going to vacuum to 221 until next month. So the best bet to play with GS is November 220 calls, end of month. Has a nice range. Look at that, 24 range. This is a 15-point range, so they can do another 10. They could do a 10-point move this week if they want. Get us to 213. That would be actually very, very impressive. But other than that, I like GS. It's my favorite bank. I like trading this one a lot. Only when it's ready. And it's when I feel it's ready. It's not when people think it's ready. It's just I only play things when I feel it's ready for me, for my criteria. Not because like, oh, Ninja, this looks like it's ready. I think your baby's ready again. I'm like, it's not ready yet because it's not fitting my criteria. My 14, my 30, my 14 and my 30 are not telling me that it's ready. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. So GS, another one on it. We got to focus on Dow as well. Dow, MVS has a reports this week as well. NOC reports and Charter reports this week. There's a lot of ERs this week, so that's going to be a lot of the focus too. Also look for names that also follow those individual names as well. For example, like Amazon, you will play like WMT. What else? ANTM, if they do good, continue going higher regardless. Did great. So I feel like whatever the worst that is expected with ANTM is already priced in. So it's nothing but upside from here. BKNG is another one. Got to keep that in focus as well. But for this live, I wanted to focus on ANTM. I love that name. AZO, I love that name. I'm just here to make you guys money, to help you guys and teach you guys. And if I have too many positions open and too many names being played, how are you guys going to be focused? I know you guys are like, oh, did you see anything else? What do you think about this? You guys bring a lot of other names to my attention, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't care about that because you guys, it's just going to get me out of focus. I'm going to lose my focus, focusing on other things that you guys are focused on. And I don't want to do that. So for this week, we're going to focus on ANTM. We're going to focus on AZO. We're going to focus on GS. We're going to watch a lot of other names as well. Dow, we're definitely focusing on. I love this monthly as well. The 50 calls for November would actually be the smartest thing to play. We can also play the 50 calls for this week. But like I tell you guys, always look at your charts, your weeklies and monthlies, especially closing month, because you get a better idea. You get a better feel. And guys and girls, you guys got to learn how to size because I cannot teach you guys that. And I say this to you guys so many times. Just because I buy 500 contracts doesn't mean I'm confident in that trade. Sometimes when I buy 500 contracts is because if that thing goes up 20 to 50%, to me, that's a win. Because I could be buying 100 contracts of something that costs $2. And all I want that $2 premium price to go to $2.50. That's 50 cents. That's a 50-cent move on 100 cons. That's perfect for me. So you guys got to stop that mentality like, oh, I wish you told us the sizes that you're going in so we know which ones to choose and which ones to not. No, I'm not telling you my size. Because people get careless and then they start, oh, you know what, this is my last resort. I'm just going to go all in on this next play and that's going to be it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And it's like, it just doesn't work. It will not work doing that. You will not become successful. In this game, you guys have to be mindful of how much you can afford to lose. Be mindful of each position you go in. Be mindful that this market is not going anywhere. You are not going to be a millionaire tomorrow. You can be broke tomorrow. Let your money work slowly, slowly. And the strategy that I posted on Twitter that I pinned, and it says basically buy at the money a week out. Buy in the money a week out. Buy out the money 2 to 3 weeks out. Like if you're gonna play that way, take 20% and close out. I've seen people that's not even in our room that are doing this. And they are DMing me in Twitter. They are tagging me in Twitter. And they're like, Ninja, I've been doing the strategy that you posted. And I started with $200 and I'm now at $1,000. And I just been playing at the money or in the money 1 week out. If it goes up 20%, I am out. And if it goes up even higher than that, I'm definitely out. To the point where it can gap up. It can gap up. You make the 20%. That's like, it's basically saying you're making 20% on your income or the money you have in your trading account a week. If you have 10K in your account, act like you have 2K in your account. So with that being said, you'll play with $200 as opposed to playing with 1K per trade or 500 per trade. Doesn't matter how big your size is. I have people in our team that their accounts are bigger than mine. Some of them have 6-figure accounts. And they still play cheap. And I love it. Base hits. The home runs come. So tonight, I gave you guys the names. You guys can see all these names to the side as well that I'm watching. I want to bring some new names to the table again. Some old ones. But I really wanted to go over ANTM. AZO, I don't need to go over. You guys have the levels. I don't want to hear anybody asking me the levels for AZO because there's a video on that. There's a video on every single ticket that we played ever. There's a video for. Oh, I want to actually also go over PG. PG looks bearish as hell, but I'm not going to lie to you. Kind of short-term bullish. Like this outside daily candle. A little vacuum. I want to see a vacuum to 120. Possibly in the next week or so. Not this week, probably next week. But 120s as a lotto to open this week would be not too bad if the price can stay under 117.51 the first trading day, which would be Monday. Be mindful. Gap ups are only good to sell. They're never good unless there's a continuation. So we always want gap downs as opposed to gap ups. We want gap ups when we're already in the position and we want that position to gap and go. So please, I want you all focused. If you can't make live, that's understandable. Basically, we're live. We're just together. It's just that support. That's all it is. I'm not going to be an off topic this week, so please don't at me an off topic because that brings me an off topic. You have a question, DM me. Do not at me an off topic, please. Because it's like, you're getting me into there and there's too much like conflicting stuff going on in there. It's just too much crazies. And I'm not saying crazy as in people, talking about conversations, like the politics stuff, like I don't care much about that. I just trade the price. So get rest, sleep very, very well tonight, because tomorrow, this week, we're going to kill it. We are going to kill it. I promise you that.